welcome at Exam Zone 24/7. Today we will be studying RBI circular for the month of May 2023. The circulars are very important for if you are appearing for scale 2, 3 exams and other GBO exams of the bank. And some portions are important for the PO also regarding what is NPA, what is assignment, but it is not mostly asked in PO examinations. But for SBI CBO and scale 2, 3 exams of other bank and Grameen Bank, it is very much important. Okay, let us move towards our discussion for RBI circulars. Okay, here we come across and we will be moving towards it. Here is about myself working as senior manager in a public sector bank. My department is International Banking and Treasury Department. As my qualifications, you must note, and this is if you are willing to subscribe it, share it. If you find this content useful, you should do it. Now we will be moving towards our discussion. Very first circular goes for amendment in master direction in KYC directions. This is the very first circular. It is going master direction for on KYC. This is not very important. We leave it because you already know what the KYC is. Sometimes question is asked, what is why in KYC? These things are irrelevant. You must move towards on this. This is the important circular and you should go for it. Income recognition, asset classification, other related matters for urban cooperative banks. I already told in earlier circulars, earlier discussions regarding what is the tier-based classification of urban cooperative banks. You must know it recently. RBI has been issuing this circular from time to time. Further, this is important because the directions are most same as the scheduled commercial banks. So what the NPA guidelines are of scheduled commercial bank, these are applicable to UCBs also. You know that a number of cooperative banks are failing. That's the reason because they are also brought into purview of RBI. Classification of asset as non-performing. Okay. I will be not going very point wise because I will share this PDF in the group. You must go it. But what the important point is, I will be discussing it here. How we classify the asset as non-performing? Any asset which is not generating income for the bank. If it is expected to generate the income, then it is a non-performing asset of the bank. Suppose that building of the bank may not be generating the income for the bank, but it is being used for the bank. Okay, but if it is not generating, it won't be NPA. It is still will be asset of the bank. There are the interest earned or installment for a period remain overdue for a period of more than 90 days, then it will be termed as NPA, non-performing asset. Agar 90 days, okay, on the 19th day it won't be NPA. ये आप clarify कर दो. On the 19th day it will still be as standard account. On the 91st day, more than 90 days. More than 90 days means 91 days. क्योंकि 90 days तो 1, 2, 3 हिसाब से चलते हैं. There are no point in days. Okay, 91.3 days is nothing to talk about. Therefore, you say that if it is overdue for at least 91 days, then it is an NPA for the bank, means more than 90 days. Further, there is a term out of order. This is important term because it has been asked a number of times in the examination. Out of order. Out of order. What is out of order? Out of order means the interest has not been serviced. Okay, at least interest, the service of the credit summation must be more than the total amount of interest which has been applied in the account or accrued in the account. आउट ऑफ ऑर्डर केवल कैश क्रेडिट या ओडी अकाउंट के लिए ही है. टर्म लोन में आउट ऑफ ऑर्डर का कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है. ठीक है. तो टर्म लोन में क्या कॉन्सेप्ट है, व्हाट द कॉन्सेप्ट इज इन टर्म लोन. टर्म लोन गोज विथ एसएमए. एसएमए एसएमए स्पेशल मेंशन अकाउंट्स आर द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ द टर्म लोन and out of order account is the concept of CCOD accounts. If the bill is also remained period of 90 days from where the 90 days is counted. Suppose you have given a moratorium of 6 months, then why the account is doesn't go into NPA? Because it is not still due. If it is due from the due date, suppose the start of installment period, okay, then only it will go into NPA. Same as with अगर स्टाफ कोई बैंक का लोन लेता है तो उसके अकाउंट आप देखोगे कि उसका जो डेबिट बैलेंस है ना, वो सैंक्शन अमाउंट से ज्यादा चलता है. ठीक है. तो डेबिट बैलेंस इन स्टाफ लोन्स एंड मोस्टली यू विल सी दैट इट इज much more than the sanction amount. Still it is not NPA because the it is clubbed with the interest and principal is clubbed, and then the repayment period is derived. Therefore, we will see what is the NPA or what is the not NPA only after the due date, if the due date is specified for the payment. In the same case, if bill is overdue for more than 90 days, then it will also be an non-performing asset. There is amount remains overdue more than 90 days if direct agriculture advances. Okay. In the agriculture advances, in the it is the basis of crop session. Okay. ठीक है. Two crop sessions and one crop sessions for long crops, long duration crop, and two crops, small duration crops. Okay. You cannot decide on that what is the long duration or what is the short duration. Okay. Next, we will be moving uh, towards the next discussion. In the credit card payments, if amount billed spent is billed to the card users through a monthly statement with a definite due date of the repayment, banks give an option to the card users to pay either full amount or a fraction of it, जिसको आप क्रेडिट कार्ड में बोलते हैं मिनिमम ड्यू पेमेंट. जनरली क्या होता है, 10% अगर वो इंटरेस्ट चार्ज कर रहा है तो वही 10% ले लेता है. मीन्स अभी आपने वी हैव स्टडीड जस्ट आइदर द प्रिंसिपल और इंटरेस्ट इज द ओवर ड्यू. ओके. तो not the full amount, not the full amount. Okay. If it is paying a fraction of it, then it will be a standard. Credit card account will be treated as NPA if the minimum amount due, suppose 700 is the minimum amount or 7,000 is your purchase. If 700, not the 7,000, you need not to deposit all 7,000 rupees in one go. You may deposit 700 only. If it is 700 is not deposited for the 3 months, then not the 3 months, it is 90 days. Okay. Generally, in banking terms, you treat 360 days only and 30 days in a month. That's why you may say it is 3 months. But it is days wise classification, therefore you need to say that in 19 days. Then if it is this minimum amount due is not paid for the 90 days, then it will also become NPA. Banks shall report a credit card as past due to credit information companies or levy charges, late payment, etc. ओके. जब कोई अमाउंट एनपीए हो जाता है, उसका बैंक में नाम क्या होता है, पास्ट ड्यू. बैंक में एनपीए जैसा लिख के कुछ नहीं आता. अगर आप सिस्टम में आप देखोगे, इफ यू विल सी द सिस्टम, इफ यू आर यूजिंग फिनेकल और बैंक्स और अदर्स, इट विल बी क्लासिफाइड एज अ पास्ट ड्यू. दैट इज द अकाउंट दैट इज एनपीए. Now we will talk about agricultural advances or direct agricultural advances. What is the direct and indirect? Direct agriculture advances is the fund which is directly used in the farming and agriculture related activities. Okay. That is the direct finance to agriculture. Short duration crop will be treated as NPA. This has already been discussed in priority sector lending video. You might have went through it, and you need to go through it for the priority sector lender guidelines, which already the video has already been shared in the channel, and it is available there. You go through it. Short duration, I already said, 2 crop season. Agar it is overdue, then it is more than 2 crop season, then it is NPA, and for long duration, if it is 1 crop season. Okay. Identification of assets as NPA should be more on ongoing basis. Ongoing basis means when it is NPA, then it is NPA. When it is standard, then it is a standard. Means if 700 is the recovery amount and you received 699, then also it will remain NPA. You need to clear all the these dues, overdues especially, then only it will be standard. Will be converted in standard from NPA. If something is standard and you think that he won't be able to deposit for 90 days, then you cannot classify that NPA at the same time based on the future assumptions or presumptions. In the same way, for the income generation process, you also cannot do it. System-based classification is the guidelines of the RBI. Means every classification of NPA should be system-wide. Means system should automatically classify it as NPA. इसके लिए रिकवरी भी ऑडिट भी होता है आरबीआई का, और जब भी आरबीआई का ऑडिट होता है तो दे कैच इट कि आपने कुछ अगर गड़बड़ किया तो दे विल फाइन यू. ओके, ये एग्जाम्पल है, आप इस एग्जाम्पल को इस पीडीएफ के थ्रू पढ़ लीजिएगा. और ये इम्पोर्टेंट है. अगर आप इंटरव्यू देते हैं तब भी इम्पोर्टेंट है, वैसे भी इम्पोर्टेंट है. यू गो थ्रू दिस एग्जांपल. किस overdue, when the loan amount is overdue and when it is converting to NPA. हाँ, I will tell the concept of SMA. Means suppose a loan was due on 31st March 2022, but it is not paid for 30 days, then it will be SMA 0. If it is not paid next for 60 days, SMA 1. If it is not paid next 90 days up to SMA 2. There is no concept of SMA 3 because it will all turn to NPA. It is important to have system based classification for UCBs. This is important. If UCB का size 2000 crore से ज़्यादा है, if it is more than total business figures of 2000 crore and more, it will require system based classification of assets. Charging interest on monthly basis. Bank should charge interest at monthly rate in the context of adoption of 90 days norms. Okay. तो ऐसा है कि अगर बैंक ईयरली इंटरेस्ट चार्ज करे तो ऐसा हो सकता है कि नो, if bank will charge yearly interest, the concept of NPA will go in vain, because 360 days का ईयर होगा तो 360 डेज में उसका ओवर ड्यू ही नहीं आएगा. The amount won't be due for that 1 year, and it will be classified as NPA even if it is not paid for 6 months, for 7 months, 8 months or more. Then banks should charge interest on a monthly basis. Okay, it is not applicable for crop loans because this is based on crop seasons. Okay, then it is the 90 days, but the interest charging is not based on monthly basis in agriculture or other such accounts where there is a provision or there is some relaxation from RBI or government. CRILC, this is Central Repository of Information on Large Credit. For all large borrowers, you have to report these to CRILC. Okay. This is the SMS accounts, sum is 0, 1, 2. How you would classify it, you study it yourself. I will be sharing this PDF to you. Further, primary urban cooperative banks having total asset size of 500 crore and above shall report credit information including classification of an account as SMA. Okay, if means अगर 500 करोड़ से ज्यादा है अर्बन कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स का, तो उन्हें भी एसएमए अकाउंट को क्रेलिक को रिपोर्ट करना है. ओके, क्रेलिक को किस अकाउंट को रिपोर्ट करते हैं? 5 करोड़ एंड एबो. 5 करोड़ या उससे ज्यादा भी अगर आपका एक्सपोजर है तो वो लार्ज क्रेडिट में आप उसको क्रेडिट इंफॉर्मेशन कंपनीज और आरबीआई पे रिपोर्ट करते हैं. ओके, treatment of account as NPA means, oh, you I will be sharing this PDF history, but I will tell you something. Suppose a loan is of 100 rupees and 10% is the interest rate monthly. Okay, okay, monthly. Okay, 12% yearly you take it. Means 1 rupees monthly. Okay, suppose this person didn't deposit it for 3 months and it has become 103 rupees in 100 plus 3, it is 103 rupees. 102 rupees in the 3 months is totally your due in 90 days, more than 90 days. Now suppose the person deposits 2 rupees, 103 minus 2 is equal to 101. It will be NPA, still NPA. Okay, it will be NPA. Right, the record of recovery. Suppose if 103 is the outstanding, it will be the asset part. Okay, asset has been increased? No, it will be based on the recovery as standard asset. It will be only standard asset then when there is a recovery. If there is no recovery, it should not be classified it as non-NPA. Okay, means accrual is not counted. आप 3 रुपीज का जब भी इंटरेस्ट लगेगा तो एक उसके इनकम हेड भी दिखेगा उसमें. अगर इधर से डेबिट होगा 3 रुपीज का इंटरेस्ट तो इनकम हेड में क्रेडिट होगा. तो इनकम हेड का जो 3 रुपीज क्रेडिट होगा, सपोज अकाउंट है उसका, इधर से 3 डेबिट हुआ और इनकम हेड है इंटरेस्ट इनकम, इसमें 3 रुपीज क्रेडिट हुआ, तो ये पी&एल में इंक्लूड नहीं होगा, प्रॉफिट में इंक्लूड नहीं होगा अंटिल दिस देयर इज रिकवरी. मींस सिस्टम अगर उसे एक्रू करता है तो आपको उसे काउंट नहीं करना है. फर्दर बारोवर वाइज एंड नॉट फैसिलिटी वाइज मींस ये मिस्टर ए है. ओके, ये मिस्टर ए ने लिया एक हाउसिंग लोन, एक कार लोन. इसकी इंस्टॉलमेंट है 5,000 रुपया, इसकी इंस्टॉलमेंट है 15,000 रुपया. ठीक है, ये इस अकाउंट, इनके पास पैसे कम है और इन्होंने स्टॉप्ड डिपॉजिटिंग इंस्टॉलमेंट इनटू हाउसिंग, बट ही इज depositing the car loan very clearly. When the housing loan goes NPA, this account will also go NPA. Okay, this is the meaning of this. Borrower wise means if your one account is NPA in a bank, then all your loan accounts will be treated as NPA, not the account wise, means not the facility wise. Suppose means if one account is standard, then also it will be treated as NPA and bank will initiate the recovery proceedings of the all loans. Okay, agriculture advances default in repayment due to natural calamity. Okay, means you can restructure, you can reschedule the repayment period and sanction fresh credit term loans. This has been allowed by RBI. Housing loan to staff. Okay, you study with yourself. This is not very important for staff. Credit facilities guaranteed by central government. Credit facilities backed by guarantee of central government. through overdue should not be treated as NPA. This exemption from classification of government guaranteed advances as NPA is not for the purpose of recognition of income. अब देखो, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने आपको 100 रुपए की गारंटी दी, ओवर ड्यू 110 रुपए हो गया, बट इसने पैसे नहीं भरे, तो आपको पता है सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट डिफॉल्ट होने वाली नहीं है, वो पैसे इसमें डाल देगी। तो आप इसको एनपीए नहीं क्लासिफाई करेंगे, यू वोंट क्लासिफाई इट एनपीए, बट यू वोंट काउंट दिस 10 रुपीज एज इनकम अंटिल द गवर्नमेंट पेज टू यू। ओके, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट गारंटी से गारंटीड अकाउंट में ऐसे फैसिलिटी नहीं है। स्टेट गवर्नमेंट इफ इट इज नॉट पेइंग इन 90 days इट विल बी treated as NPA. Project loan. What is the project loan? A project loan means any term loan which had been extracted for the purpose of setting up an economic venture. Bank must fix the commencement of commercial operation, DCCO, date of commencement of commercial operations. Project financing is means any term loan. Means any term loan. सपोज कोई आप कंपनी खड़ी कर रहे हो, कोई एक नया प्रोजेक्ट लगा रहे हो, ग्रीन फील्ड मीन्स कोई नया जिससे आपको इकोनॉमी में कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हो, जॉब क्रिएशन हो रहा है, तो उसको कहते हैं प्रोजेक्ट फाइनेंसिंग। उसके लिए बैंक को एक फिक्स डेट करनी होती है, जिसको कहते हैं कि कब से वो स्टार्ट होगा, डीसीसीओ। लेकिन कुछ इफ फॉर सम रीजंस इफ इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू commence the date of commercial operations, then banks or other project uh, initiative taking agencies may take the permission to extend the date. Okay, for the purpose of such new projects means project financing, all projects may be divided into two categories: project loan to infrastructure and project loan for non-infrastructure sector. Okay. In case of bank finance given to industrial projects where moratorium is available, payment of interest becomes due only after the moratorium or gestation period is over. Means जब तक moratorium period है तब तक you don't need to do anything. Okay. Asset classification norms are same. You must study with this PDF. If anything requires, you just type at the rate exam zone 24/7. Text me, I will be sending you. Okay. How you will search this? You type at the rate exam zone 24/7. It will show me to you. You just text me and I will be sending you the files you require. This is same thing. This is the same thing. You need to, you need not study this. Okay. Consumer education, SME, NPA, this is not also important. Okay. Okay. Doubtful assets, loss assets, these are important. If it is NPA for more than 12 months means अगर 1 साल तक वो NPA रहा और उसमें कुछ पैसे नहीं आ रहे हैं और रिकवरी पूरी नहीं हुई, that will be doubtful. Loss asset having no specific definition. If bank considers that the security value is less than the 10% of the exposure and or any such fraudulent activity is there and bank won't be able to recover this money, it will be declared as loss asset. If there is a fraud and unable to recover, this is also a loss asset. Okay. Sometimes it is declared during the audit. The auditor suggests the bank to declare it as loss. रिवर्सल ऑफ इनकम अकाउंट्स ऑन बिकमिंग एनपीए। ठीक है, सपोज आपने 100 रुपीज का आपने लोन दिया है, यू हैव सैंक्शन द लोन ऑफ 100 रुपीज। ओके, 100 रुपीज you have sanctioned, you have sanctioned 100 rupees. But suppose it is not possible to recover. Suppose you have sanctioned the 100 rupees, and interest accrued is 110. If you have counted this 10 rupees into income, you have to reverse it. Okay, you have to reverse it. You have to reverse. Okay. Partial recovery of NPS means, if it is a partial recovery means अगर 100 rupees का आपका रिकवरी होनी थी और 50 रुपीज आपका रिकवर हुआ, तो आप 50 रुपीज आप इनकम में काउंट कर सकते हैं. Provisioning norms, it is important, and it is already detailed. Provisioning should be 100% for doubtful asset where there is no security. Loss asset already, और fraud asset. Loss asset, fraud asset, इन सब में provisioning 100% करनी पड़ती है. What is provisioning? Provisioning is a measure where to lessen the risk of the credit and projected expected loss, which the bank have to say keep a portion of as a percentage of exposure in a separate head known as provisioning. Provisioning क्या है? एक ऐसा separate head होता है जिसको दिए गए क्रेडिट के अगेंस्ट लिखा जाता है. What is its role? Because bank should not face the liquidity and may go insolvent. ओके, अगर बैंक प्रोविजनिंग करके रखता है तो वो जो एसेट का लॉस होता है, डिटोरिएशन होता है, उसकी रिकवरी नहीं हो पाती, उससे बैंक फेल होने से बच सकता है. ओके, अर्बन कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स के लिए ये है. अर्बन कोऑपरेटिव बैंक के लिए नहीं, नॉर्मल उसके लिए सब आप पढ़ दो. शेड्यूल्ड कमर्शियल बैंक के लिए इट विल बी आस्क्ड. प्रोविजनिंग फॉर स्टैंडर्ड एसेट. स्टैंडर्ड एसेट प्रोविजनिंग applicable to tier 1, 2, 3 and tier 4 urban cooperative banks. Means all tier के urban cooperative banks of all tiers, the provisioning on standard asset is applicable. ठीक है. So generally provisioning is 0.25% or 0.40% or 0.75% or 1%, depends on the factors where the credit has been sanctioned, what are the areas where exposure has been given. You should learn it, you note it. Even this is also the same classification for scheduled commercial banks, and it may be asked to you. Okay. State government guaranteed account, state government guaranteed advance, and investment in state government securities would attract stand provisioning norms on the basis of classification of assets. Paragraph this is the as the asset classification norms as for standard assets. Means अगर आप स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की गारंटी है तो सेम क्लासिफिकेशन ओके रहेगा. Rehabilitation package, if there is something like this, then there is separate provisioning norms for this. At least 1 year is the specified period. This should be standard. This is an example. Next, we will be discussing in the part 2 of interbank exposures, because the video is also becoming very lengthy, and we will be stopping here.